Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Welcome back to another episode. I'm not gonna lie, before we even get started, I want to address the elephant in the room. Me and Socks are isolated, and hence the kind of slightly disjointed introduction. We would normally
it feels a little bit strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, like normally we're kind of so in tune and we flow together and everything, but like now it's just like I speak and I wait for you to speak because I can't see you. It's weird.
It's awkward. It's hella awkward. But we're trying.
Exactly, right? That's the most important thing. No matter what, we said we bring you guys a video every week, and we're doing the damn thing. So, welcome back to video games. Alright, so we're back, and obviously things are a little kind of different right now. A little kind of precarious, and
Just a little bit.
We're all in isolation, right? We can't get to the gyms, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit emotional.
It's peak, right? Alex. Say for what it is. It's peak. I want to be out. I want to be in the gym. I want to be working out.
It is so true. Like it's funny. Like not funny. It's one of those sort of things that like when we come out the other side of this, like I will never take for granted going to the gym again. I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't because the floor's probably dirty, but I feel like when I go back to the gym, I almost want to kiss the floor when I get back and be like, I'm home. I am home.
Yeah, man, I've missed it a lot. You don't realise how much you take it for granted once the habit's there until it's actually gone.
But we're adapting, right? I think
yeah.
the thing is, and that's kind of the purpose of this video, right? Like video games, obviously, always want to try and put a positive spin on life for you guys, bring in the fun that is fitness, the fun that is gaming. I want to kind of talk about what we've been doing to kind of stay active anyway. Like, you know, obviously we can't go to the gym. Obviously, we've left our barbells behind, left our plates behind. So, and I mean, I don't quite have anything I can really deadlift. Maybe a car.
I deadlifted some shopping bags for a meme. That was fun. I was shoplifting, guys.
Hey.
That was cool.
I like that a lot. But you know what? But the main thing is, it's interesting, right? It's kind of like when you look at it as a time like this, like I'm actually kind of likening this experience to Breath of the Wild, right? Like
what?
No, hear me out, right?
All right.
Before we were Link with full armor and shields and swords, and now our weapons have broken, our armor is broken, our shields are broken, and all we've got is a stick. But you know
so it's like going on to what, Eventide? Is it Eventide Island?
Exactly.
The one.
Yes, Eventide Island, right? And all we've got is a
okay.
stick. But with that stick, you can set it alight, and you can go and like burn the enemies. You can then use it to like shift a rock, which can then roll down and destroy the enemies, which uncovers a new potential. So you know what? We're seeing this like a challenge. We're not seeing this as oh man, I can't go to the gym because it's annoying. We're seeing this as how much progress can we make, or what can we do to maintain whilst we're isolated?
It's true, because like I was actually stressing out quite a lot before, you know, the lockdown stuff happened. I was like, I don't have decent dumbbells. I don't have any equipment. How am I gonna like keep doing stuff? But now, like, we always want to talk about it some more. But I've kind of found a routine, and I found a way of progressing that routine, and I can see that it's progressing already over like the last like week or so, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, what have you been doing, Alex, to train? Like, what have you? What's your routine?
So I've largely speaking gone to resistance bands, right? I have got a pair of like the old school Argos dumbbells that I'm sure a lot of people in the UK might have bought before. I kid you not, I had to dust them off.
And then the ones with like the cement inside them, like the ones
No. These are the ones where like it's a metal pole. It's like it's got actual physical screws on the end of it, and you put the plates.
Oh, like the York ones.
Yeah. But I kid you not, they were under the bed. They were covered in a thick layer of dust, right? So it was like some Indiana Jones thing. I was like. And then I took them off and was like, okay, we're good. But you know what, the thing is, this whole week, I haven't, like, bar one exercise, I haven't actually used the dumbbells. I've done everything with bands. Because there's obviously, you know, in light of this, like a lot of the kind of, you know, fitness professionals have kind of gone out and put out a lot of great videos. We're actually going to kind of link a few down below for you guys. There's a few, like, really, really good ones that I just want to sort of name check. Like, Coach EUGENE TO's done, like, an amazing one. He's got some stuff on his app, but he's also been doing videos on YouTube, and his is all with, like, a band. Jeff NIPPARD's done some great stuff with bodyweight and band, and Jeremy ETHIER has actually done one like 100% stuff you can do at home. Like if you haven't got bands, he's even done some sort of like, you know, turning bed sheets into something you can throw over a door to do like inverted rows. So there's some really inventive things, but I've been doing everything with bands, like everything with bands. And you know, beforehand I always used to have resistance bands in my bag and use them for like warming up, but like using them for genuine things. Like if you get the angles right and get like the profiles right and match it, you know, correctly and kind of, you know, get sufficient resistance, it actually provides, I want to say, just as good a workout.
Yeah, I think it's a mental thing, right? Because you're having to the resistance of the bands gets harder as you get into the full range of the motion or whatever you're doing. You're having to be quite explosive throughout because you're having to increase the amount of energy that you put into the actual exercise. So it does take a little while to get used to, but once you do get used to it, it's pretty solid. Like I've been using them in conjunction with dumbbells, and I've got some doo-doo dumbbell. I've got one dumbbell, guys, and I've got one dumbbell, and I think it's probably like 5 to 6 kg max. I don't even know how much it is. There's 2 like 1 kg plates on either side, and then it's the bar as well. So I'm guessing 5 to 6. And I'm combining that with resistance bands, the small ones that you normally use for like abduction exercises and stuff like that. And then combine the two together to get a significant amount of weight so that if I want to do bicep curls or something, I can feel like I'm getting like the right amount of tension. Because otherwise you're having to hit like 20 to 30 reps just to kind of feel like you're getting something. So that's really useful. If you have bands and you have doo-doo dumbbells, that's what I've been doing. Also push-ups. I've been getting really good at push-ups. I've been doing like decline, incline, and standard, and then like doing them in short with short rests in between them. So that's been working out pretty well too.
I think that's the thing with like the band stuff as well, right? It's like you because initially everyone thinks to themselves like, oh, when I start doing things from like home and like bodyweight stuff, I'm gonna have to start like smashing like 30, 40 reps to get the kind of same stimulus. But like even with like resistance bands, like the nice thing about them is if you step far enough away, like I put together this, I'm basically following like Coach Eugene Tio's plan, and it's like a full band thing, but I'm still actually working within, like for most of my core movements, still within like the 8 to 10 rep range, because I'm far enough away with the band that it's still providing that much resistance.
And again, you don't have to be far away from the bands as well. Like people think you have to use the entire band, but what you can do is like grab parts and leave like extra rubber at the top, so you're making the band shorter rather than having to be further away to give yourself more resistance at the top of like the rep and stuff as well.
Definitely, and one of the things that I found really, really, really cool, and I've heard people talk about them before, but like I've been doing a lot of things as either like giant sets or supersets. Like I've done like supersets and stuff before, but like giant sets typically, which is like 3 exercises back to back. But like say the bicep one, which I found is like really, really good. Like it's left me with kind of, I'm not necessarily chasing the pump, but it's been like left me with like a decent sort of pump. Is like you have like a kneeling bicep curl, and then you switch to like a behind the back bicep curl, and then you switch to like a neutral, and by the end of it, like your
arms must be busted.
I'm just like, this feels like it's about to explode. I was like, hold on a minute, maybe I shouldn't be pushing to this limit, because if my bicep explodes, I don't really want to go to hospital at this time right now. But yeah, so genuinely, it has been. I know some of the stuff is like harder to get a hold of, but honestly, if you're at home and you're like, oh, there's one, like, what one thing should I get? And it's like, you literally only have one thing. I would honestly say just get a band. Like you can get them. I know it's harder to get them right now off a place like Amazon and stuff because everyone's buying this stuff up. But if you could genuinely only get one thing, I would say a band is probably the most versatile.
Yeah, I'm having so much fun with mine. Like I've got a chin-up bar as well, which I've been using, and I'm not too great at chin-ups. Like as you guys know, one of my goals is to be able to do muscle-ups, and I can maybe do like 2 to 3, maybe 4 at a push chin-ups in a row. But what I've been doing with my chin-up bar is putting my bands around it and then using that as a kind of like a lat pull down, so I can get the same motion, and I can get more reps out without having to stress myself out. Don't get me wrong, I'm trying to get the chin ups in as well, but you just don't get the same amount of volume as you would like, as you would do with like a lat pull down, which works the same muscle groups.
And I think the way that I've kind of like put a positive spin on it is basically I've taken a look at sort of where I'm at right now. We like, obviously both of us, we're still on the same journey, we're still kind of cutting anyway, but I've still kind of like just taken like a look at where I'm at, like in current isolation. And I thought, you know what, let me just see when we get to the other side of this, how much. I'm not worried. Like the thing is, I'm not worried right now about making progress, because I know that I'm not in ideal conditions, and that's not really the kind of the primary goal. But I have kind of set myself just that interesting, fun challenge. It's just like, let's just see what I can do while I'm at home. Because it'd be quite fun to see. I'm still cutting anyway. So hey, who's to say I can't come back leaner than ever?
I've already hit like my strength goals of what I wanted. And it's the same thing. We're just trying to get leaning, get cutting. And I started running again now as well. Like I know it's not necessarily lifting or what people think that we generally get up to in the gym, but I'm going for like 3K runs in the morning just to kind of keep the calories burning, and that's going to help ultimately with the lean up when we want to get them summer abs on the go. So there's also this app that someone was suggesting called I think it's called Strava or something like that, and apparently it gamifies your run. So I'm going to give that a go.
Nice.
And let you know how I go with that next week. But apparently, it makes the whole thing a whole lot more enjoyable, because running for me sucks. Like, I hate running, but it's just a really cool thing to keep the calories going and let you kind of sneakily get outside when we're not supposed to be.
Well, you're allowed to
daily exercise, but like I'm not gonna go touch all the calisthenic equipment in the park. So I'm just gonna keep my distance from people and get a cheeky run in.
To kind of sort of like round this out, I think the main important thing is, like, especially if you guys are, say, like us, and maybe you're like gamers and you kind of been getting into lifting, and like maybe in the grand scheme of things you too are kind of relatively new to it. I think the most important takeaway, like, despite the fact we've been speaking about what we've been trying to do at home to try and stay active, to try and make progress or maintain, ultimately, like, you're not going to lose your gains, right? And I think that's the most important thing. Like, we want to kind of stress, like, don't stress yourself out and be like, I'm stuck at home, I can't get to the gym, like, my routine's changed, like, suddenly all my hard work is going to go out the wall. Like, it's not.
It just doesn't work that way. Like, if you say if you've been training like really hard, you've been powerlifting, you've kind of been forced to deload for like a couple of weeks, which again is fine. And then when you do go back to the gym, sure, that first week or so might be a little bit tough, but you'll be fine. Like, I think, don't let it eat away at you and think that you're gonna, lose everything and all your progress is going down to naught. I think just try and maintain what you have for now and try and keep active and stay healthy. Keep the diet. I think that's the one that people are gonna probably slip up on the most now that you're not getting to go to the gym as much. Just trying to keep those things in check and just try and stay the same for the time being, because it's quite easy to slip back into old habits. But don't stress out, guys. There's no point. Exactly. I was stressing out so much. Like, I was in the WhatsApp group with you and Jono, freaking out. But it's nothing to worry about, man. What we'd also like to do though is have your opinions on what kind of content you would like us to create during this time frame. Was there any questions that you guys have? Anything that you're interested in that you would love to see us cover? We're really excited to kind of see what you guys think, and we're happy to oblige.
Yeah, exactly, right. I mean, if we can help in any way, point you in the directions of things. I mean, I haven't necessarily decided on doing it yet, but I was chatting to Socks the other day about maybe even potentially just kind of doing an IG live or like Instagram live of like one of my morning workouts. If that's something you guys would find useful, let us know. He wants
to be Mr. Motivator. Let him be Mr. Motivator, guys.
I look, right, we're in this together. That's all I'm saying. But either way, we're still going to be, like, even if we can't be in the gym, we're still going to shoot for this video a week. So every week, make sure you turn on notifications. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you stick around, because, even though we might not have chose the best time to launch video games, we're still going, all right? We're still going.
We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going.
And we're still making gains.
Absolutely.
Wait. No, I need to do sit-ups. I need to do push-ups. You do. Bruv.